everyone, welcome back to the show. Mark, you look like you've got something big to share today.
Oh, Jenny, you have no idea. I've been digging into this story all week, and it's a wild one. We're talking about a security vulnerability that's, well, it's a lot to take in.
Intriguing. I'm all ears. Lay it on us.
Okay, so picture this. A 15-year-old security researcher, right? This kid, Daniel, who goes by at HackerMonDev online, discovers a way to find out someone's general location using Discord.
Wait, just by using Discord? How's that even possible?
That's the thing. It's through something called a zero-click attack. And it all has to do with how these apps use Cloudflare's Content Delivery Network, or CDN.
Okay, hold up. Let's break that down for our listeners. What exactly is a CDN, and why should we care?
Right, good point. So a CDN is basically a bunch of servers spread out all over the world. They store copies of website data. When you visit a site, you get the info from the server closest to you, making everything load faster.
Got it. So it's like having a bunch of mini versions of a website all over the place for quicker access.
Exactly. Now, here's the cool part, or I guess in this case, the concerning part. This researcher found a way to exploit how Cloudflare's CDN caches content. He built a tool called Cloudflare Teleport.
Teleport? Sounds like something out of Star Trek.
Haha, right? It does. But what it does is, it lets him force requests through specific data centers. By doing that, he can see which server is responding, and from there, figure out a user's approximate location.
So by sending a friend request or something on Discord, this tool can pinpoint where someone is? That seems a bit alarming, doesn't it?
It is. And the reason it works is because of push notifications. When you get a notification, your phone downloads some content in the background. That's what triggers the CDN thing. And since it's a zero-click attack, you don't even have to click anything for this to happen.
That's unsettling. So anyone using Discord could be vulnerable?
Well, it's not just Discord. This affects a ton of apps that use Cloudflare's CDN, including some big names like Signal and even Twitter.
Wow. So what's been the response from these companies? Have they acknowledged this?
Here's where it gets interesting. Signal, which is known for being super privacy-focused, basically said it's not their problem. They said it's outside their security model.
Seriously? That seems like a big deal for an app that's all about privacy.
I know, right? Discord, on the other hand, acknowledged the issue but kind of pointed the finger at Cloudflare.
So who's really responsible here? Is it the app developers or the CDN provider?
That's the million-dollar question. It highlights how complicated these systems are. And you know what this reminds me of? That whole debate about who's responsible for security flaws in software dependencies.
Oh yeah, the whole "it's not my code, it's the library's fault" thing. But for regular users, especially those who rely on these apps for secure communication, this has to be concerning.
It is. Think about journalists, activists, people who really need their location to be private. This could put them at risk.
So what can people do to protect themselves? Is there a way to avoid this?
Well, the researcher suggests turning off push notifications, which is kind of a bummer since they're so useful. Another option is using a VPN, but that's not foolproof either.
It's a tough spot. We're trading convenience for security.
It is, but I have hope. It makes me hopeful for the future. This will probably lead to some changes. I bet we'll see CDNs being designed in a way that's more privacy-focused, even if it means things are a little slower.
That's a good point. Maybe this is a wake-up call for the whole industry to rethink how these systems are built.
Exactly. And, it's impressive that this was found by a 15-year-old. It shows how much talent there is out there just digging into these complex systems.
It's a great reminder that security is a community effort. We need these independent researchers to keep companies on their toes.
And this will probably make companies think more about how they handle user data. I was reading the other day about these concepts like privacy by design, where you think about this stuff from the very beginning.
Well, this has been an eye-opening conversation. It's a bit scary, but also kind of exciting to think about how this could lead to a more secure internet.
Totally agree. It's a complex issue, but these are the kinds of things we need to talk about. Thanks for breaking it down with me, Jenny.
Anytime, Mark. And to our listeners, let us know your thoughts on this. Are you rethinking your push notification settings? Hit us up on social media. We'll be right back.